Now, I'm sure upon hearing this news, there's two groups of individuals. The first group is saying, where did affirmative action even go? The second group is probably like, oh my god, affirmative action is back, it's the end of the world. Now, I side with the first group in terms of, I don't really think affirmative action went anywhere, so I don't know if there's anything to worry about. And here's why I say this. Before I get into the nitty gritty, I'm about to give a personal example. So for those who don't know, I got a 4.0 GPA, finished high school, I was the #1 in the class, 1540 SAT, good extracurriculars, etc.
So as a class, we adapted and carried a hundreds-only mindset to some of the highest SAT scores and highest AP test pass rates in the entire county.
Yet, I still did get into MIT, Stanford, and a bunch of other colleges where you can see the video right here if you want to see all the colleges that I did get into and didn't get into. But all in all, despite my stellar scores and I guess a good well-rounding of a person, I was not able to get into top colleges. And to be honest, there are two major reasons as to why this didn't happen. One, being affirmative action, I do think my race and my gender played a role in my college admissions. Second, guys, I tried going to MIT and Stanford. You have to understand that people who apply to these schools maybe have won already Nobel Peace Prizes or discovered species of new mosquitoes in a deserted island. Like, it's really hard to get into these schools, and me compared to them, I'm literally nothing. Like, you guys may think I'm smart, but compared to them, these are like phenomenal masterminds. So that's another reason why. But you cannot deny the fact that affirmative action played a role. I mean, let's be honest, we're going against Raj and Rakesh, and they have 30 APs and they have a 5.0 GPA, 20,000 SAT score. It's kind of hard to get to MIT. By the way, Raj and Rakesh are Indian names and I'm Indian, so you know. Now getting into why I'm even making this video in the first place, the University of California has reached a unanimous decision to reinstate affirmative action after 24 years of it being abolished and not considered. Now this is pretty crazy because although, like I said, a lot of people strongly believe affirmative action didn't go anywhere, the fact that University of California is coming out and saying, hey, we are putting back affirmative action within the process, that is really crazy because affirmative action has had a history of catastrophe. Like, we saw the Harvard case where a group of students filed a case against Harvard saying that they were discriminating in their college process, and we saw the results that occurred. We saw the catastrophe, we saw the various news articles, the lawsuits, all of that. So I can't speak for everyone, but personally as an Asian, I really do not like affirmative action at all. I strongly think it really works against Asians, but you know, there's so nitty-gritty, it's hard to say. But now the reason why the University of California brought affirmative action back in the first place was that they wanted to show Californian cultural, racial, geographic, and socioeconomic diversity. And basically, without affirmative action, it's really hard to make your college diverse. I mean, all of us brown people really be getting those stellar scores. No, but in all seriousness, I can strongly say that without affirmative action, diversity in colleges will be scarce. And thanks to affirmative action, you know, you're able to enjoy a diverse environment. And getting into the big debate of whether affirmative action should even be reinstated or not, I myself am a student at University of Maryland. University of Maryland incorporates affirmative action within this process, and because of that, when I go to university, I'm able to see a diverse group of people. I'm able to see Caucasians, African Americans, Asians, etc. And it's really good because it's good to see a lot of point of views on a variety of situations. And through cultural diversity comes new point of views, things that you may never have known about, new information. And you know, we like that, especially the college environment. That's the period of your time where you're really growing as a person and you're becoming who you're gonna be for the rest of your life. So having the right group of people, the diverse group of people, can really accelerate that growth. But now, that being said, I do feel that top universities in general, such as MIT, such as Stanford, should really limit affirmative action, because when you're going for a top university, you know that students are trying their very, very best. They're killing themselves when it comes to amount of AP classes they're taking, the GPA they're going for, and they're trying so hard. And just to be denied because of your race and your gender, or to be put up against competition that's way harder than, say, your friend is being put up against just because of your race or gender, that's really not fair. And I don't see that being a valid thing when it comes to college admissions, because that's just not fair, that's not equal. I know colleges always claim that they do not discriminate when it comes to the college admission process, but that is wrong. Like, we saw what happened in the Harvard case. It is a fact. Affirmative action is here, it's real. University of California, I guess, is making it legalized in a way, because, you know, discrimination in a sense is kind of illegal, just a bit.
Just a little bit.
But all in all, with the University of California stating that affirmative action will be brought back, I'm sure other colleges will follow, because if this decision does work, and it's not 100% confirmed, it still has to go through some other legal bodies, but if it does, if it goes all the way, I'm sure other universities will follow, because affirmative action really keeps the university diverse. So for the class of 2020 that's applying to colleges, you know, you can expect affirmative action, but it's nothing new. I'm sure you guys already knew that affirmative action would exist. And for some of you, it may help you, some of you may go against you, you know, like me. But it is what it is, and you really just gotta make the best of your opportunity and make sure you stand out the most in your group. That's kind of wrong, like I said, you know, like the fact that all the Asians are grouped together, all the African Americans are grouped together, all the Caucasians are grouped together, like that's not good. What else can you do, right? You have to deal with the cards that you're dealt, so it is what it is. So comment down below what you think regarding affirmative action, whether you think it should be like fully apparent, and whether it should be allowed for every single university, no matter the university's caliber or prestige. Just comment down below what you think. Like I said, personally don't think that affirmative action should be here in general. While it does promote diversity, at the same time it's kind of unfair, especially when it comes to prestigious universities. But I really want to hear your guys' opinion, because affirmative action is a really highly debated upon subject. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.